Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. And thank you for the attention. My name is Dananta Putri, and I will be moderator for today. And let me introduce our team member. The first is Wandi Akbarzen, and the second is Disa Azara, and the last is Hafizul Hanif. So today we will explanation the material about registration contract and agreement and the component of a contract. For the first material, we will be explained by Hafizul Hanif. To Hafizul Hanif, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Let me explain what is registration contract. Registration contract are agreement of the used in online application of software where user must agree to terms and conditions before using the service legally. Registration contracts are binding on the parties who agree to them. Contract standard definition: a standard contract is an agreement whose terms have been set in advance by one party, and the other party only has the option to accept or reject the contract in its entirety. Next, moderator. Types of contract. Contract can be differentiated based on various criteria, including one, based on the thing promised performance. uh, Contract that gives them something, contract to do something, a contract not to do something. Uh, Name on unnamed contract. Name contract, special contract that are specifically regulation and the civil code, such as buying and selling, renting and exchanging. You name contract, general contract that are not specifically regulated in the civil code, such as leasing, franchise, and license. Source of contract law: obligation born of law, obligation born of contract. Types types of construction work contract. The construction work contract regulate the working relationship between service user and service providers, and must be set out in a construction work contract. Okay, thank you, moderator.
Okay, thank you for Hafizul Hanif to explain the material. And the next material we will be explained by Wandi. To Wandi, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, moderator. I will explain what is an agreement. From the Article 3030 of the Civil Code, states that an agreement is an act of binding oneself between or more people against more or people. Agreement can give rise to right and obligation for each party involved. From that definition, it can be translated into several points. One is the act of binding oneself. This means that the agree party must be commitment to keep or carrying out the agreement. Cannot arbitrarily cancel the agreement, and there will be consequence for breaking it. And next point is between one or more people against one more people. This means that agreement can occur between two people or may involve other parties. And last point is give rise to right and obligation. This means that each party has right that must be fulfilled by the other party, and each party also has obligation that must be carried out. And next is condition for the validity of agreement. The condition for the validity of contract are regulated in Article 3020 Civil Code. There are four conditions for the validity of the agreement. For the first one is agreement that was bind themselves, meaning that the time the agreement is made, there is no correction, fault, or mistake. Next is capacity to make agreement. Not under if this condition is not met, then that agreement can be cancelled with the interaction of a judge. And next condition is a certain thing. Certain thing, the object for the clear is number of steps and from that and promised are certain. And next condition is a halal cause, means that there are legal cause that from the basis of the agreement, they are not prohibited by regulatory regulation, contrary to security and public order. For example, is it not allowed to making gift agreement to beat and kill designated people? It is forbidden to buy and sell service. Okay, next is the theory of the breadth of an agreement. The first theory is speech theory or uniting theory. An agreement does occurs when the party receiving the offer declares that is accept the offer. Next is Weizenbeck theory. Uh, at the time of sending the acceptance reply to that people have the relative definite handle on when the agreement took place. That postmark that or example can be used the benchmark. Next is Fermat theories. As agreement occurs when the offeror is aware to the acceptance, but the acceptance has not yet been received. And last is Montafax theory. An agreement occurs when the offering party receives an immediate response from the counterparty. Okay, thank you, moderator. Next.
Thank you for the 1D. And the next material will be explained by me. First is cancellation of agreement. Agreement can be cancelled if one party violates the term of if there is a legal defect in the agreement. Reason for agreement cancellation. The first is coercion or fraud. If one party signed the contract under pressure or deception. The second is unlawful agreement. For example, a contract for an illegal business. The third is insufficiency of one of the if one of the party is found to lack legal authority. And the fourth is errors in agreement, such as mistake in writing the payment amount of contract object. Next. The next is implementation of an agreement. Implementation of the agreement is the stage of implementing the contents of the contract in accordance with the agreement. Types of implementation. First, normal implementation. Both parties fulfill their obligation according to the agreement. The second is anti-melee performance. One of the party is late in fulfilling its obligation. Third is defective performance. The agreement is not performed to the promised quality standards. Next. And for the consequences, if the agreement is not performed, the first is compensation to injured party. The second is contract cancellation through legal proceeding. And the third is sanction or penalty according to the provision in the contract. And the next material will be explained by Disa Azahra. To Disa Azahra, time is yours.
Okay, thank you to moderator. Now I will explain about the key component of a contract. There are 5 fundamental components that make a contract legally valid. First is contracting parties. A contract must involve at least two parties who are legally competent, and this means they must be of legal age, mentally sound, and not under any legal restrictions. For example, a minor or a person declared legally incompetent cannot enter into a binding contract without a legal representative. The second is mutual agreement. A contract is only valid if both parties enter into it voluntarily. There must be a clear offer from one party and acceptance by the other, free from coercion, fraud, and misrepresentation. If consent is obtained under duress, the contract may be deemed void or voidable. Third is clear and determinable object. The subject of the contract must be specific and have economic or legal value. This could be goods, services, or rights that are clearly defined. For example, in a property sale agreement, the house being sold must be specifically identified. Fourth is lawful cause or purpose. A contract must have a legal and ethical purpose. Contract involving illegal activities such as drug trafficking or fraud are automatically void. The law does not recognize agreements that go against public policy or morality. And the last one is form and formalities. Some contracts require a specific form to be legally valid, while many contracts can be oral. Certain agreements, such as property transactions, must be in writing and notarized to be enforceable. For example, a loan agreement between a bank and a customer often requires a formal documentation. That's all from me. I give back to moderator.
Thank you, Disa Azahra. This is the presentation of our group. Sorry if there are any mistake, and we hope it can be understood. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.